All right. So what's up, people? Now here it is because, like, I know we're gonna have to do it. This is my favorite thing. So let's go to this one. Roadblocks on the left-hand path. It's only a 9-minute video. I'm probably not gonna try to talk too much on it. Just let this brother talk. No, wait.
Sinisterism
That's
is
the
about
wrong one.
finding the primal.
That's the wrong one. My bad.
Sinisterism is about finding the primal aspects of the left-hand path. Primal in history, primal in the psyche,
That's
thus
a
obtaining
beautiful
truth.
Egyptian fucking
Thomas
thing right
Leroy.
there. You whoa. You changed that up a little bit. That last one was, you just put that last one in there. That was cool. That was cool shit. Again, this is I'm fucking walking into this cold, man. I haven't seen it before.
Greetings, my friends, and welcome back to your dose of sinister heathenry. But for those new to the channel, I'm Thomas Leroy, founder of the International Left-Hand Path organization, the Sect of the Horn God. The sect is an educational foundation created to not only make those with the black flame aware of its glow, but to also restore the shadow aspects to the ancient gods by going deep into the past, not only historically, but also psychologically. For the prime.
I'm sorry, I can't get over this fucking picture. Because which eye does he still have? The left.
Primordial depths of the
I know
psyche
Tom
are
gets it.
limitless.
Where'd you get
So,
that picture, bro?
if this sounds interesting, make
That's
sure
a
to
good
like,
one.
share, and subscribe. And if you want to learn more, join
That's a
the
good one, bro.
organization, the Sect of the Horn God, at the link down below. Thank you.
I think I'm hypnotized. You know what I'm saying? I think he got me with the fucking all that shit. All the flashing lights.
Recently, a friend and sect member was having some problems.
Means it wasn't me.
Emotional difficulties, if you will. This is fully understandable because there's something in the air that's caused emotions to become exaggerated, even to the point where I've noticed some people questioning their place on the left-hand path. But whether you're on the left-hand path or not, I think we can all agree
Part
it's
of the
a
point, I
shit
think.
show out there. Life's been a bitch for many of us as of late. The world has morphed, changed into something almost unrecognizable. And it's happening at a
All right, this is the way I say this is I say heads are popping or heads are getting ready to pop. That's the way I say it. But I get what you're saying. I get the vibe, bro.
pace like never before. Examples are the cost of living, crime, and chaos.
That's
And
the
it's
algo.
not the good kind of chaos we on the path can relate to. It's the kind perpetrated by those who consider themselves our leaders. So we have to beg them to save us. Save us from that which they caused.
I actually say no, but let's see what he says.
Some advice for those of you still in the herd. Don't designate anyone as your leader, especially if they have no awareness of your
You see, that's why I say Tom gets it. I'm like, let me give him a second. He's going to say the right thing.
existence. Those cocksuckers in Washington and your state capital are a cabal of
It's a good thing I
slimy
didn't have coffee in my
vermin
mouth,
that
motherfucker.
pretend to care for your well-being, but in truth only care about power. Don't believe me? Here's a question. Have you ever wondered why the school system in this country is so shitty, horrible? Why the average teen can't tell you how many states are in the Union or even when the War of 1812 was fought? Give it a try.
That must be 1812. That's the name of the war, motherfucker. But the point being is, yeah, because we took this shit from the house. Like if you if you go back and you look at the history of education, I know you know all this shit, and I'm not trying to give you a dissertation on this bullshit. But the thing is, it used to be much closer to home. You understand what I'm saying? So like myths would be your first fucking representations. Myths and magics, and then fucking mathematics. And then fucking language, but language was always there. Because how are you communicating? I mean, we can get into it, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to watch this shit. Because, like, fuck, I can't get out of here. This is it. Look what I'm stopped on. The bitch is falling asleep in the goddamn classroom because they ain't teaching you bitch shit, nigga.
Ask the average teen when the War of 1812 was fought. It's all intentional. The powers that be want to keep the average citizen stupid. They want a nation of sheep that can easily be herded in any direction they want them to go. But if it isn't
How high, Mazza?
the bad schooling dumbing down the populace, it's the Christians with their literalist interpretation of that which should never be viewed from a factual perspective.
Fuck them niggers too.
And like the politicians, the church have created a problem, in this case something called the wages of sin, which you then need them to protect you from.
No, the wages of sin is death, bro. Isn't that Romans? I thought that was Romans. Never mind. Who cares what Paul thought? Paul was a goddamn homosexual.
It's all about power.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
But some have awakened, become aware of the lies, and thus look outside the herd for personal power. And the realization of being lied to and manipulated.
That dude, the blindfolded motherfucker, he wasn't blindfolded, he was Googling his fucking nose on his eyes, man. With the staff on the fucking, the corner of the hill. No, get rid of that in your feed. A lot of the shit you got rolling is good with a lot of your imagery, but that one needs to fucking go.
Can lead to some being drawn to philosophical and or theological perspectives like Satanism. And many get a great deal of fulfillment from satanic practices. I have friends and acquaintances I have a great deal of respect for that have found some real meaning in that great adversary.
I have no friends. I guess we're opposites then, huh? I guess I'm your Satan and you're mine. No, but the funny thing is, have all the friends you want. At the end of the day, it's all dust.
Archetype. But for a handful of us on this path, Satanism tends to only work for so long before its effects wear off. It's like that drug that stops working because you've done so much of it, you're no longer getting that needed fix. This is because in some cases, Satanism has become...
DMT, ironically, has no recursive resistance. Meaning that you don't develop a fucking, what's that called again? Like what you were just saying. Like if you take too much of a drug, then... Oh, resistance. DMT doesn't have that. It's a realm. It's beings. It's not a drug. Or is it a door? I have no fucking idea. Tell me, Tom. Come on.
More of an identity than a vehicle on the path. And no matter how hard you try, you're not going to get that wanted fulfillment simply from how you identify. Don't get me wrong. I have nothing but respect for Anton LaVey and the Church of Satan. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't be where I am, who I am, and I like who I am. But
we got to give LaVey his props. I'm not a LaVey hater. I'm a LaVey lover. I think, well, not like that. You should listen to me talk to Paul Valentine. He's so brutal on LaVey. I like both of y'all, man. I'm not splitting the baby.
For me, Satanism was what put me on the path. If I want to keep going down it, though, I need more. I have too many questions. My feverish mind won't stop, won't slow down to allow me to...
Now, the geometry of this, because he did this before in his... was it his last or the next to last? The penultimate. I forget, but when he said come down the tree, and I knew I heard it right. I knew what he was talking about, but then he redid it here. So that means I think he has a geometry that I find very interesting. Because what is up and what is down? You know what I'm saying? And this is a mood for, like a thought for mood, a mood for thought, for something Tom can do and talk about the inverse tree and how you get into the backside and go down and then come back up and everything else. But you're not a caterpillar, you're a butterfly. And you sting like a bee. Fucking with you people, man.
Within one discipline. I like to find connections. I have this obsession with syncretism and comparative mythology and how it all fits together within history and psychology.
You know what that means? Yeah, syncretism means you take from everything. But then you want to look up E.O. Wilson and you want to look up consilience. Thus,
I practice sinisterism because I want the biggest dose of what the path has to offer. If you don't already know, sinisterism is where one takes from...
No, sinisterism is you favor your left hand over your right and you favor that wind energy over that solar energy. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about that, bro. Figure it out otherwise. That's why so many things don't fit into so many boxes. It's because when you try to... First of all, you figure out like... Okay, you know what this is called? This is called the hot dog paradox. The hot dog paradox is that hot dogs come in packs of 8, but the buns come in packs of 6. What are they doing to you, bro? You know what I'm saying? Do that math. 6 times 8, motherfucker, is 48.
Any different left-hand path practices to glean that
if you do it just
pure
right.
gem of truth the
Maybe
individual needs on their quest toward self-deification.
Look that shit up, motherfucker.
A truth that might be different for each individual.
Man, look, here's the problem. And this is the problem I got. And I'm going to just go ahead and come out and say this. And you can call this a criticism or whatever the fuck. It ain't a criticism of nobody special. And Tom, you special to me, so I ain't criticizing you. But here's the thing. How many hands you got, bro? How many hands you got? Pull them up. Show them to me. You got 2 hands, nigga. Why you gonna be left or right? That's why I said I'm all hand path. I got both hands on the wheel. Well, actually, normally I only drive with one, but that's because I'm a smooth driver, dog. But what y'all doing with the one-handed shit, man? Right, left, y'all both fucking retarded. You need to go to the all-hand path. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man. It's mirror symmetric.
Because where you're going, I can't go with you. No one can. It's
nobody
a
wants you there
personal
anyway.
journey. Even though those on the right-hand path may try to tell you otherwise, no one can accompany you into the depths of your psyche. Thus, the left-hand path as a whole is much more than...
Don't make me call Tom right-hand path. Like, he inverse right-hand path. Like, if you take the fingers and you take the thumbs and you reverse them motherfuckers and you're like, holy shit, he's holding up a right hand. He just passed it through a mirror. And I'm like, well, of course that's what he did. Because that's what the left-hand path is. And then you start getting into the real business. Hopefully, we don't have much left. I had to make this into a fun video. Hopefully Tom is going to, just break it out the park.
In that place you go to beat your chest as you vent about the church and or mommy and daddy.
It's pointless.
It's much greater than a simple act of rebellion. That initial rebellious act might be the spark, but the praxis is the fire, and one needs to keep feeding the flames. And in some cases, if one stays too long in one discipline, you run out of fuel.
Oh, there's a gas station right up the street, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
In conclusion, my friends, the left-hand path as a whole is an esoteric, life-encompassing philosophy of existence with the goal of self-improvement. Something that permeates one's psyche all the way down to the very core of being. What we're after on this path is the ultimate expression of the individuated self. the ultimate state for the self-improved individual. Because...
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time I don't. Because I don't see how a self can exist without a world to be in. A self by itself would literally be a nothing. I mean, swimming endlessly in chaos. Not even chaos, just darkness and emptiness and nothingness. That's what I don't understand. The problem that I have is, when I critique the left-hand path, is what I say is, y'all are reaching for the same light. You just trying to reach around. Uh-oh, I said it.
That's what self-deification is, isn't it? But there will be obstacles on the path. Your job is to get over those roadblocks.
There is no the path. There is only your path. And it always twists. Doesn't it?
Because if this path were easy, it wouldn't be worth taking.
I agree.
Until next time.
Wow. Another almost Feroy Jr. video. This dude is fucking like... I love Tom Leroy. He's awesome as shit. We're going to have to fucking just go ahead and shut this down. I know I went too long. But I had to make fun. And I had to be fun. You know what I mean?